god, we're getting the craziest comms from the highest puppets of the system. Donald Trump. Then we're getting there's probably about to be the Great Depression 2.0, but I believe that's Event X is on the horizon quite soon. And Babacugs new. This is just ridiculous. Let us begin. Hello everyone, hope you guys are having an amazing day. XRP is around $2.59. We are falling down. Watch out. If we do somehow dump a lot from here, BC Backer could be correct on his, fractal call. So we'll talk about that in another video. But first, look at this, guys. If this doesn't make you a Riddler believer, then I don't know what else will. Please like today's video and share, because we will always stay ahead of everyone else, 589 steps ahead of everyone else. Now, on each device, let us begin. Now, guys, to the fun part of XRP in the XRP community. Now, this is quite interesting from Jack Schraub. Interesting. What do we have here? So, we first see Trump landing. I think he's over there in Japan as we speak, guys. Okay, or this just happened. Okay, now, what colors do we see over here? Right, coming back to the BG123 picture, right, or scenes. Yellow, purple, and green. Yellow, purple, and green. It's like 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Right, in order, by the way. That's so weird. Which comes back to yellow, USD, purple, XRP, Bitcoin, green. But XRP is king. Okay, which is purple. Wait, so that's the craziest combo. Wait, we always knew it had to have been Japan. Why? So this is the timeline of his landing, guys, or Trump visiting the, Asia. At POTUS is welcomed to the Imperial Palace by His Imperial Majesty. Okay, so this was him, guys. Okay. Now, what tie? What type of color tie is he wearing here? Gold tie. Right, gold. Coming back to Japan, literally from Mr. Poole, right here, the golden egg, right? 1133. And not to mention, he told us to watch out literally for Japan a lot. Okay, right there. There it is, Japan. So Japan could be a trigger here. As we seen, Japan literally confirmed BG123 from Vojak. But we always knew that who's in control right now, right? And has been in control of these world events, right? And we did say that the new financial system will be brought to you by the Knight Templars. Right, so here he is, Trump visiting Japan, guys. Okay, I think this is the Prime Minister. Okay, what do you guys notice anything weird about this picture or no? Okay, look at the flooring, right? Look at the background. Well, coming back here from Vojak, easy as 1, 2, 3, right? The checkerboard flooring, you guys can see black and white, right? That's Masonic, and then coming back here, the two pillars. Right, the two pillars, J and B, right? When they die, it's your last chance to buy 4 days after from that other Riddler, remember? And then, yeah, it's clear as day, guys. We already know what's going on, right? And remember, Japan, by the way, confirmed the Riddlers. So what does that tell you? Right? Obviously, the Riddlers are in the know, and not to mention they are a part of this group, it seems like, right? Like, you just can't make this stuff up at all. This is Japan Prime Minister presents Prime Minister Abe's putter. Japan is back from the White House. A lot of Japan comms, huh? Mr. Poole told us to watch out for that region, guys, around that region. Okay, I still can't believe it. Like, what are the chances that they confirm Babacugs 3, right, with the coloring pattern? Then, not only with Japan, but President Trump will be traveling to South Korea to meet President Xi of China on October 30th. So Trump is heading everywhere, guys, okay? Japan, Korea, China? CKJ? Right? Who is that from? Babacugs 3, CKJ, you guys remember that? China, Korea, and Japan. Not to mention from the Marvin Gaye timeline, Trump connecting to China, South Korea. Right? Which comes back to Japan. And yeah, this is fascinating, guys, right? But again, Trump in his sleeve has XRP, which is basically the Trump card. So Babacugs 3 just got confirmed from the highest order. Okay, Now, this is what's crazy too. Babacugs knew. How did he know? This is diabolical. The White House just tweeted out power to the players. Okay, they tweeted from on top of GameStop's tweet right here. GameStop declares the console war is over. Okay, but power to the players. Who is that? Master Chief, right? Trump, the Master Chief. I think Master Chief connects back to Halo, guys. Okay, a character in the game, one of the main ones. And who said it first though? There was only one person who called this first. Okay, it was Babacugs. At Babacugs, no, Master Chief XRP, right? Who is Master Chief right here? So coming here, look at this from Babacugs himself, literally back in 2023. Remember when they all said Master Chief isn't real? Yeah, about that. It seems like he is. What? Master Chief from Babacugs. I remember he used to say this a lot, guys. Right? So the point has been proven that Trump confirmed, or the White House confirmed Babacugs. Then Japan confirmed, as well as Trump confirmed Babacugs 123. So what are the chances of all this? Which comes back to XRP being king. Simple as 1, 2, 3. David Shorts knows as well. David Shorts follows Mr. Poole, which is why you and I should too, right? Mr. Poole told us that 1929 will be repeating, if not something worse, which I call the Event X. Why? 1929, the New York Stock Exchange welcomes Andrew Ross to celebrate the release of 1929 inside the greatest crash in Wall Street history and how it shattered a nation. They're literally celebrating a new book called 1929 from this person right there. Okay, and this book is literally about 1929, by the way, the greatest crash in Wall Street history. They're literally celebrating it. Is history about to repeat? They're so excited and happy. Come on, guys, you know what's about to happen, right? Mr. Poole told us that to watch out for that year. Okay, it's gonna happen, by the way. You guys realize, right? Event X will be coming up soon. This is a strange fact, right? A fun fact for today. This is wild, but again, something crazier just happens. Okay, in just a bit. All net wealth in United States stock market since 1929 has been generated by just 3.44% of companies. So imagine if these companies collapse, what do you think is going to happen? Right? Just look at this. Just 3% of companies generated all net wealth in the United States since 1926. Just 3%. Yeah, the stock market is definitely centralized, guys. Okay, but this is where it gets creepy and could get sinister, because Jones tweets out breaking exclusive: caller predicts stock market crash for Monday, November 3rd after EBT benefits are cut off. And we have an insane amount of Riddler connections from just this video. You guys ready? Today's video is absolutely astronomical. Please like and share, guys, because we want everyone to have light and let them see light.
Bart in Chicago, you're on the air. Go ahead.
How's it going, Alex? Hey, I have a prediction. I believe that on November 3rd, we're going to have a Black Monday stock market crash coinciding with this whole EBT cutoff. And the Democratic Party, they shut the government down on purpose.
So pause right there. I'm sorry for pausing, but I have to. November 3rd, this person, random caller, predicts a stock market crash November 3rd. Okay, 11:03 right here from Mr. Poole told us to shush. He just said it out loud. He didn't keep quiet. Right, he's letting the whole world know November 3rd we could see a crash happening. But wait, it gets crazier.
For 3 reasons. Number 1, to delay all economic data ahead of the Federal Reserve meeting, so that where they're going to affect the interest rates, right? So everyone's expecting rate cuts, and without a clear picture of the jobs data, they're not going to cut rates. They're going to pause rates, which is going to be the first domino to fall in the unraveling of the economy. Number 2.
So number 1, he says it's because it's due to the FOMC rate decision. Okay, that's happening, I believe, tomorrow. 19 hours, guys. We're going to be talking about this on the next video as well. But tomorrow, 99.5% chance of rate cuts happening. He says, what if they don't cut rates, right? That's a bad sign. But I believe they have to, because look at all these recent layoffs, right? UPS 48,000 employees, Amazon 30,000, Intel 24K, Nestle 16K. Like, this is crazy, right? Ford 11,000, Meta 600 employees. So the labor market is clearly weakening, guys, because something is coming up quite soon, right? Probably the recession, not the Event X, not Event X, but probably the recession. Now, talking about tomorrow, well, I don't know anything, but these two from our favorite 1030 are a bit interesting, right? From Mr. Poole, 1030, the United States Federal Reserve System, right? Coming back to the Fed and their FOMC decision, 1030, Mr. Poole told us to watch out for. But again, record unemployment rise as well, right? All these layoffs. Look at that. So, which comes back to the recession, right? It's correlated 1-to-1, as we know it to be. So, things could get interesting here, guys. So let's go back to the video, okay? And this is where it gets more spicy.
Two, they shut off the government on purpose to prevent all these super stressed out regional banks and big banks as well from getting, basically their income stream flowing in every single Friday. And you already see this in many different banks. A lot of investment banks like Jefferies, Permalend, and others are already going bankrupt. Another thing, too, is like, the obvious withholding of funds for SNAP EBT. That's going to be the social factor for the color revolution. So the setup is like this. Wednesday, as everyone's expecting markets to rally on a guaranteed 98% guaranteed rate cut, which, again, they also said 90% guarantee that a COVID vaccine prevents transmission, right? And so when it doesn't come, markets are going to sell off. And then all the after-hour or after-market close earnings on all the big tech stocks are going to come, like Microsoft, Meta, et cetera, and they're going to lower their guidance.
So he's basically saying a once in a crazy time, guys, right? Now, we could figure out if this is the case due to some charts, but I don't want to investigate that right now, maybe on the next video. But again, he's calling for a great catastrophe here. Okay, one by one, the first domino falls, the rest will fall even quicker.
Which is going to further exemplify the issue. But then, with Trump's timing of the Chinese tariffs on November 1st, you also have a huge issue where why would Trump be able to, let's say, move the needle on China when we're about to invade Venezuela? China's going to put a hard backstop, and they're going to say, no, we're not going to agree to these terms. Which, again, is the perfect scenario to crash the market, which is the last thing that the markets are rallying on. Interest rate cuts, China trade deal, and so as all this...
So he's calling for interest rate cuts, which the Fed doesn't think they will do. Then the government shut down. Senate Democrats refused to open the government for the 13th time. 13. We just struck 13, and it didn't happen. So it's probably going to get delayed now. Number 3 would be the China tariff deal. What's going to happen with that? If everything comes out as negative, obviously we're going to crash. If not, a crazy one at that. So prepare.
Implodes. You have, I believe.
By the way, Bart, let me just stop you. I'm going to hold you over here and let our guest come up. I actually agree with what you're saying. When you're saying it, it's kind of scary. I have this feeling like I'm hearing the future. Yeah, this all makes a lot of frightening sense. They'll call it, the AI bubble, or what else do you think is going to happen?
Too, all over CNN, everyone's talking about AI bubbles. Why are they doing that, right? Another thing, too, last week when they shut you off and cut your feed, right, there was the Amazon servers that got knocked down. You know what else was knocked down during that server shutdown? Robinhood, Webull, Coinbase, which are the big trading firms. And then Robinhood updated its terms of user agreement services, as well as PNC, where they state that, hey, we are not responsible for any, server shutdowns or anything along those lines. If you read the fine print, it's clearly stated there, and they reiterate that they're not liable for any losses. So just like 1987, another thing too, Andrew Sorkin, who's the guy on CNN or CNBC, he wrote a book called 1949.
Oh my gosh, we just talked about that, right? So yeah, it's kind of strange, honestly, that all these patterns are revealing themselves in plain sight, but most people won't listen or look at all. Okay, we're gonna pause right there. We may continue on the next video, guys. 3:44 timestamp. If you guys would like to check it out for yourselves, I have the link in the description below. But Mr. Poole told us to watch out for a Black Swan event 127, 1027. Yesterday's date. It could be lurking. Who knows, right? At the same time, if the collapse were to happen, well, XRP will decouple. Okay, we're gonna travel to Mars. The fountain for today's video: calm before the storm. Right, October equal 8/28 today, the calm before the storm, guys. Oh, right. Literally, actual storms are beginning as well, right? So metaphorically, intentionally, who knows what's going on, guys? But something could be brewing here. Prepare. The Riddlers knew in the beginning of time, from the beginning of time, not beneath your vice. But anyways, that's Sophie's business. See ya.